Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the channel. I'm here to talk about some NBA. I have the latest news around the NBA, so we're going to get right into it. I just uploaded a wrestling news video, so yeah, watch that. Go watch that. A lot of stuff we had to talk about in wrestling, so go check it out. So now let's get into the NBA here. Our first story is the Pelicans, about the New Orleans Pelicans. They are expected to pursue the second or third overall pick in hopes of landing Scoot Henderson per Shams Charania. So they're expected to. So they're going to be expected to pursue that second or third pick in hopes of trying to get Scoot Henderson. Yeah, Tubby Zion's out of New Orleans.
Now, police were searching not only for an arsonist, but a killer.
I don't know. But don't let this happen. Parents say, with what assets? They have Brandon, Zion, Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, Dyson Daniels, draft picks, etc. Pales are one of the few teams with many assets to trade. Pales Hayes probably don't fall in the NBA. But Scoot and Zion duo would be fire. I don't think they would trade Zion. But just imagine. The Pelicans have a lot of assets. They could trade up to that second or third pick if they wanted to, in hopes of getting Scoot.
Investigators made an unusual decision. They decided to try forensic hypnosis.
Is there a possibility maybe they could trade Zion in hopes of landing maybe a second or third overall pick? But yeah, yes. But they already have Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, Jose Alvarado. They have a lot of guards. But Zion is injury prone, and all the drama going on here right now with him. Brian Mills should just shut up. She's made like so many tweets or something about it. Jesus. They need to pursue health for Zion Williamson. If he can stay healthy, then yes, this duo would work if they could trade up and get second or third pick. But if not, yeah.
So go to Carvana, enter your license plate, answer a few questions, and our techno wizardry calculates
Salary cap expert says, quote, don't expect Miami to even have the same roster next season, even if it wins the title stuff. Basically, salary cap expert here is saying, don't expect them to have the same roster next year, even if it wins the title, which it won't. Why even add the last part? They ain't winning. They're down 3-1 against the best team in the NBA this year. Come on. They ain't winning. They're not winning a title, but yeah, they definitely need youth and more scoring. It's the same roster every year, but they're probably losing their role players. Max Strus is probably gone because he's been terrible. After the draft, trades, and free agency, no team will have the same roster as last year. Maybe the Nuggets, but all those role players are going to get paid big time. Maybe except Max Strus. The Denver Nuggets are 9-point favorites tonight per my bookie. Obviously, they're 9-point favorites. An unnamed general manager claims that Ja Morant or Zion Williamson would thrive under Mark Jackson's direction, be the NY Post _Berman. Quote, he needs to be open to being assistant head coach. If he was on the bench in Memphis or New Orleans, he'd be perfect for Ja Morant or Zion Williamson. End quote. Well, with all due respect, Ja and Zion will be born again under me. You can read that in Mark Jackson's voice. Yeah, he'd make them go to church. Yeah, every year he's been linked to some team. It's not gonna happen. I don't know if he's a terrible person. I don't know if he's a terrible person. I don't know. Maybe there's a reason he hasn't had a job in a decade. Multiple reasons. Maybe he got blackballed. I don't know. Whenever a new coaching spot gets open for a decade, he's never got it. There's probably a good reason why. I don't know. Some people say, oh, he got blackballed. I don't know. But this is the same man who was horny for Savannah, I think LeBron's wife, during a finals game. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna help.
Near one of the fires had seen a suspicious-looking man.
I don't think he's gonna help.
He was intoxicated and talked about the fires. But this had happened.
I don't know what source. Apparently it's from the NY Post.
Much about him.
Quote, Jimmy Butler is among the very best players of this time. An automatic Hall of Famer and at very least one of the 100 best to ever play this game. End quote. Eyes emoji. This was said by John Hollinger. I mean, he's consistent winning mode in the highest pressure situations, and Jimmy Butler is a really good hooper. He's had good moments, but I don't know about top 100. I know he isn't playing like it during the biggest stage of his career. I know he's playing on a fucked up ankle, but he's not using that as an excuse. At least he's not using it as an excuse to why they're losing. They'd probably be losing regardless. He's gonna be easily a Hall of Famer, and people say that just hate Jimmy Butler. I thought this 8C run maybe cemented his place in the top 100 of all time. Maybe. Not gonna say that, but you can make the argument. Bill Simmons pegs the Sixers as a favorite to land Bradley Beal on potential trade. Quote, my odds on favorite is Philly, and I don't think it's even close. Beal and Joel they're friends. Embiid was trying to get him 2 years ago, which I kept telling people on this podcast, Harden is going to leave. If you're Philly and you are going to lose Harden, and now I have this shooter, that's probably a better fit with Embiid anyway. And after buying some expiring contract, a couple of future draft picks, I could probably throw that. I could probably find in my pocket somewhere. End quote. Bradley Beal and Tyrese Maxey, they might be good offensively, but I don't know about defensively. I mean, Maxey being bad at defense is overstated. He's kind of just undersized, but it can't be any worse than Harden and Beal if that were to happen. But Beal is just the Eastern Conference team. He'll cry about not competing and stay and sign another big contract. I don't feel bad for him or Damian Lillard. $75 was the combined cost to attend every single regular season game at Denver. $990 is the least expensive ticket for Game 5 of the NBA Finals, where the Nuggets won their first ever NBA championship. Wow, a closeout game and the championship being expensive? Wow, shocking. But then $705 is kind of cheap, because most for regular season. And there is a Phoenix Suns Pacers trade that could go down idea, a trade idea. The Pacers are not giving Turner straight up for DeAndre Ayton. Just let it go. Like, the Pacers would say no immediately. Why would the Pacers do that? LeBron James says that he never wanted to participate in the dunk contest. People are like, every year, why doesn't LeBron participate in slam dunk contest? Quote, I don't think it was something I want to accomplish in my career. It's not a goal of mine. And it never was coming into the NBA to be a part of the dunk contest, making the NBA All-Star team was, being the league MVP, winning Defensive Player of the Year, winning NBA championships. Those were some goals of mine. The NBA dunk contest was never a goal of mine, so it wasn't something I had too much passion for. End quote. Yeah, he's never competed in the dunk contest. Maybe parents say all they hear is excuse. I mean, I don't know if I would do the dunk contest. I mean, it's kind of boring nowadays. Per Anthony Slater, the Warriors are operating under the assumption that both Draymond Green and Jordan Poole can again be on the same roster and push towards the same championship goal next season without issue. Per Anthony Slater. Maybe the dynamics changed forever. Maybe he shouldn't have just went up there and punched him. Draymond might really be the one that ended our run. I mean, your teammate knocks you out and the whole world sees you different. And the organization probably does nothing. Everywhere he plays the players, and fans most likely have seen the vid. And I don't feel like the video was an isolated incident. It was leaked by the team. By a team was intentional to the extent that it pissed off Curry, who desperately tried to nail the Laker but failed. It's just, I don't know. Egos need to be checked. Like, I don't know. It's over. I feel like it's over. I'm not gonna say yet till it happens, but Draymond might have just ruined our run. I don't know how Draymond keeps getting away with it. I mean, Curry wants him to stay, so I get that. Yeah, it's just crazy. But yeah, we got another story here. I'll go to Woj. We probably have some stuff here from Mr. Adrian Wojnarowski, the GOAT. So ESPN sources, in the first major domino of free agency, Toronto Raptors All-Star guard Fred VanVleet has declined his $22.8 million player option and will become an unrestricted free agent in July. Maybe, I feel like he's a third or fourth option is best. If he can be a third or fourth option, then maybe his team can be really good. Maybe a sixth man. Like, he's good when he's actually doing good on the floor. Like, when he's streaky. Like, when he's good, he's not good at all. When he's bad, he's bad. He was bad last season, but I feel like he'll be better next season. I don't think he'll be as bad as he was this season. Yeah, major free agent in July. I could definitely see the Sixers as a major possibility. So if let go of Harden, I could see VanVleet going to Philly. That would be a most likely situation. Miami's Tyler Hero, who was upgraded to questionable, is expected to suit up for Game 5 and attempt to return tonight. Well, too little too late there, Mr. Hero. Too little too late. Relying on a guy who hasn't played ball must save your season. Long story short, it's over. But Max Strus has been bad, so he can't be any worse. And the hope is that Hero doesn't suffer a setback ahead of Game 5 and can still manage discomfort, his right-hand sources say. He's been out since fracturing the hand in Game 1 versus Milwaukee in the opener of the Eastern Conference Finals. Heat fans right now, there goes my hero. Yeah, Nuggets in 5, though. It's over. Like, it's over. Come on, it's over. Just concede. But yeah, that's all safe for us to be. Until next time, I have a lot. Peace.